Yo, Dev, what up? I got my mic muted because I'm in Discord. I'm just streaming from my man's. Shout out to the 4. All right, bet, Dev.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of them.
He is Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. These two were made for each other. jab misses. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Well done with that counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a Swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A Swarmer, a good Swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you whenever you leave yourself open. A Swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to trade shots. So much firepower here. Defense is not an option for these two. That counterpunch caught him clean. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. Obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
The straight right just misses. They both want the knockout. exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Oh, wait a minute. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tail of the tape. Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk, Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of...
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
I love this arena.
All right,
I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this. But it could only happen.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They exchange punches. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Punch, counter punch. Counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Both want the knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with that straight left. Counter punches have to hurt. They block that jab. Can't score with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. on that one. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A perfect counter lands. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. That uppercut just missed. Nice counter shot. That uppercut does not score. You believe what we are seeing. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after. Here we go to the 4th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Good defense on the right uppercut. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Back and forth they go. Lands. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. All 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because...
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Some Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket them.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it halfway through the round. And I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A straight right just misses. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Almost a 10. There's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tried to score with a jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without it.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punch caught him clean. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
There's a counter shot. Misses with the straight left. That jab misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these men is showing exceptional chins, by the way. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. There's the bell to start round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. The momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
There's the bell to start round 9. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. Misses with the right uppercut. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Usyk. And it appears the onslaught is over at least. And down goes Alexander Usyk. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
That jab was blocked. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. It's round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. The greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Not over till it's over, but that... Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
On to the 12th. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can't score with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Caught him. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford. 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5 kilos with a reach of 188 centimeters.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right. I love this arena. I dream of places.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Holding nothing back here in the round. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here we go for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
The straight right just misses. Fantastic punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-punching, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
He was thinking he was that jab back. His boxing.
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray.
What a pleasure to... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Just misses with that uppercut. That right hook's already working well. He just misses with that jab. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You talk...
As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your play.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Missed him with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken? Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Catch and shoot. Can't score with that right uppercut. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Well, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. They both want the knockout. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. A Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and a court.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell to start round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Defense is not an option for these two. A straight right just misses. And he blocks the left uppercut. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8. Back into the fray here in round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch right up the middle. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. There's a scoring blow. It's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, feel good. Good man, good man. We're on the next one. Yeah? Good. Here, my bag, you food there. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking shots off and don't give him anything. All right? Go back out there and win this round. Only lost 1 round.
Let's start the 6th. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination.